What if peace wasn't something you had to search for, but something you could return to, a place inside you that never left? It just got buried beneath stress, noise, and the pressure to be on all the time. The truth is almost shocking. Your peace isn't missing. You've just been pulled too far away from it. If you've been feeling overwhelmed, overstimulated, or disconnected from yourself, this video will feel like an exhale. You'll understand why your nervous system is tired, why your mind won't slow down, and why stillness feels harder than it should. And most importantly, you'll learn gentle, practical ways to come back home to yourself, to your clarity, your breath, your inner quiet, one small moment at a time. Arm the peace you were born. Knowing before the world taught you to overthink, rush, or push past your own limits, you lived in a state of natural calm. That inner peace wasn't something you earned. It was the quiet rhythm you arrived with, the soft inner stillness that existed before anxiety, overstimulation, or nervous system overload took root. Mindfulness practice isn't about becoming peaceful. It's about remembering what your body already knows. If you watch a newborn breathe, you'll notice how effortlessly their whole body expands and softens. That's inner stillness expressed physically, a kind of body-based mindfulness we forget as adults. A simple exercise is placing your hand on your belly and breathing slowly until the rise and fall feels natural again. It reconnects you with your inner homecoming, grounding your nervous system and awakening emotional safety. Oprah once shared that meditation didn't give her peace. It helped her return to the peace she had lost track of. She described it not as learning something new, but as remembering herself. And that's the heart of this journey. Your peace was never gone. It was simply buried under noise, expectations, and the world's demands, which leads directly into the next truth you're about to rediscover. The world trained you to forget yourself. Somewhere between deadlines, responsibilities, and the constant pressure to keep it together, you drifted away from your own inner calm. It wasn't intentional. Overstimulation and survival mode slowly pulled you out of mindful presence and disconnected you from your emotional grounding. Peace didn't disappear. It was simply drowned out by a world that never stops asking for more. Most people don't realize how much productivity culture rewires the nervous system. When every day becomes a race, the mind forgets the softness of natural calm and the body loses access to its own soothing rhythms. Try one micro mindfulness habit today. Pause for 5 slow breaths before you answer a message. That tiny act of slowing down begins grounding the nervous system and rebuilding emotional regulation. Emma Watson once said she had to learn how to come home to herself after years of constant public expectations. She wasn't burnt out because she lacked resilience. She was exhausted because the world kept pulling her away from her inner truth. Her journey mirrors what so many feel. When life gets too loud, you forget the sound of your own peace, which takes us straight into the next realization about why your mind feels so loud. Your mind isn't loud, it's just overstimulated. Most people think they're overthinkers, but really their nervous system is just overwhelmed by constant input. When the world keeps throwing notifications, expectations, and emotional noise your way, your mind tries to process everything at once, and it feels like chaos. But underneath that overstimulation, your natural inner peace is still there, waiting for space to breathe. What helps isn't shutting your mind up, but giving it fewer things to fight. One simple practice: choose a 60-second mindful breathing pause every time you switch tasks. No special setup, just 1 minute of slow inhaling and exhaling. That tiny gap allows your nervous system to reset and makes overthinking soften naturally. It's not personality, it's nervous system regulation. Think of Billie Eilish, who has been open about her battles with anxiety and overstimulation during her early rise to fame. She learned that her mind wasn't broken, it was overloaded. Once she incorporated grounding practices, silence, and slower routines, her emotional clarity returned. It's a powerful reminder that when stimulation drops, inner stillness rises, and the body often remembers calm long before the mind does. The body remembers calm long before the mind does. Long before the mind finds the words for stress, the body has already felt it. And long before the mind understands peace, the body has already known it. That's why true inner peace often begins with sensation, not thinking. A quiet exhale, loosened shoulders, or the simple feeling of your feet grounded on the floor. The body is constantly offering a doorway back home. A gentle way to access this memory is through somatic micro practices. Try placing one hand on your chest and one on your belly, and breathing slowly until both hands rise together. This signals safety to your nervous system and naturally calms overstimulation. Or try orienting. Look around the room, identify 5 neutral objects, and notice the weight of your body settling. It's astonishing how quickly the body shifts when given permission. Serena Williams has spoken about how grounding her body was essential to calming her inner world during some of her most high-pressure seasons. She didn't rely solely on mindset. She used breathwork, slow walks, and body awareness techniques to return to emotional balance. Her approach shows something profound. The body often remembers the path to calm long before the mind believes it's possible, which opens the door to discovering what lives inside silence itself. Silence is not empty. It's where your real self lives. Most people avoid silence because they think it will expose something scary, but silence doesn't reveal danger. It reveals truth. When the noise of the world fades, the noise inside finally settles too. Silence becomes a soft doorway, a place where emotional grounding, inner stillness, and mindful presence gently rise without effort. One simple way to practice this is through mindful silence breaks. Set a timer for 2 minutes, sit without music, without scrolling, without fixing anything, just breathe. Notice one sound in the room, then the feeling of breath passing through your nose. This tiny pause acts like a mental reset, reducing nervous system overload and making space for inner clarity to reappear. Think of Keanu Reeves, who often speaks about how solitude and silence shaped his emotional resilience. For him, quiet wasn't loneliness, it was a return to self-connection, a space where creativity and peace could breathe. His example reminds us that silence isn't an empty room, it's a meeting place with the self you've been too busy to hear. And that's exactly what sets the stage for the next truth. Peace grows each time you stop betraying your own needs. Peace returns when you stop betraying your own needs. Peace doesn't disappear because life gets hard. It disappears when you keep abandoning yourself to keep the peace with others. Every yes that your body wanted to say no to quietly drains your emotional grounding, leaving your nervous system overloaded and your mind exhausted. The moment you honor your truth, inner peace begins to rise again like something familiar you forgot you owned. A practical starting point is the body check pause. Before agreeing to anything, place a hand on your chest or belly and ask, does this feel tight or open? Tightness signals misalignment. Openness signals yes. It's a quick trauma-informed mindfulness practice that helps regulate your nervous system, rebuild emotional boundaries, and guide you back toward inner alignment. Jennifer Lopez shared openly about her journey from people-pleasing to self-trust. She said peace returned only when she stopped ignoring her own needs and stopped shrinking herself to avoid disappointing others. Her story shows a simple truth. When you stop betraying yourself, your inner world softens. And that softness prepares you for the next realization that peace isn't a final goal, but a gentle returning. Remembering peace is a daily homecoming, not a final destination. Peace isn't some flawless state you unlock once and never lose again. It's a quiet returning, moment after moment, breath after breath. It's the gentle practice of noticing when you've drifted into anxiety, overstimulation, or emotional exhaustion, and choosing softly to come back to yourself. This daily homecoming is what transforms mindfulness from an idea into a lived, felt experience of inner peace. Think of it like micro-mindfulness, sipping your morning tea without rushing, taking 3 mindful breaths before opening a message, placing a hand over your heart when your nervous system feels overwhelmed. These tiny rituals are powerful because they remind your body of the calm it already knows. Peace grows through repetition, not perfection, through soft healing, not pressure. Oprah Winfrey often talks about her returning rituals, small moments throughout the day where she pauses, breathes, and reconnects with her inner stillness. She doesn't chase calm, she creates space for it. It's a relationship you nurture, a rhythm your soul recognizes, a home always waiting for you. Peace isn't something you chase. It's something you choose moment by moment whenever you stop abandoning yourself to noise, pressure, or broken patterns that steal your calm. And if today's message resonated, don't miss our previous video, Your Heart Can Heal After the Trust is Broken. It's a powerful guide for anyone rebuilding safety and softness inside themselves again. So tell me, what part of your peace are you finally ready to reclaim? Where have you been overriding your own calm without realizing it? Share below. Your reflection might comfort someone else. And make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications so you never lose your path back to yourself.